What's up, guys? It is Chris back with another watch unboxing, and today we are looking at Heimdallr. This is the Sharkmaster. Before I get into it though, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. So getting right into it, very simple packaging here. Heimdallr sent this watch in for review. I do not need to return it, so please keep that in mind. It just comes with an outer cardboard flap, I guess, that's just in white, and it's like a piece of paper, and then you have a cardboard inner box. It is signed Heimdallr, and then of course you have the watch inside, and that's really all this came with. I'm sure that they probably send a warranty card with a non-review watch. Since this is a reviewer's watch, I would imagine they did not send one. However, this does come with a 2-year warranty, which is very good, actually better than a lot of micro brands. So getting right into it, this is obviously an homage to a Seiko Marinemaster. This is called the Sharkmaster 300. It is 300 meters water resistant. It says Marinemaster on the dial. However, I've seen a lot of these that say Sharkmaster on the dial. You have that little shark at the 12 o'clock, all applied indices, and that little shark is also applied. There's a few different color versions that are available of this. There's a blue, there's a green. This is the black. It has a black ceramic bezel, which is not lumed. You do get a screwed-in crown, a monoblock case, just like the Marinemaster 300. Solid end links, drilled lugs. Like I said, this is 300 meters water resistance. They put nothing on the case back. It's a sterile case back. And then of course, solid links. You do get push pins in the links just like the Marinemaster. And of course, a solid milled clasp with double push deployant. There's only 3 spaces for micro adjust, so that is a little bit on the skimpy side. This is a 44 millimeter watch, 14 millimeters thick. You get 20 millimeter lug width. Screw down crown, as I mentioned, and of course Super Luminova BGW9 instead of Lume Bright, because this is not a Seiko, on those hands and indices, and of course on that little Lume pip. This gets an ETA 2824. However, some of these don't get an ETA 2824. It's different price levels, so you can get this with a Seagull movement, which I believe is the cheapest, and then the second cheapest will be an NH35. They have an NH35 version available of this. You get the date, same really setup as this watch, and then of course the 2824 by ETA. So this is their higher grade version of this watch, and this comes in at a price of $349. Actually a very good price considering that this gets an ETA movement. Just a really nicely made watch. It looks a lot like the Seiko Marinemaster 300. It is pretty much an exact homage to that watch. I did a comparison of this watch versus an Islander. I had a few Islanders on the channel. There was one that was a SKX remake, and then there was one that was like sort of a samurai remake. Very high quality watches, but a different type of homage. Those are homages to the original watches. However, they have not done a one-for-one replication. They sort of upgrade certain areas where they think they should be upgraded. Obviously, it makes sense. And they are of higher quality probably than the originals. Whereas this is already replicating a very high quality watch. So they're homaging a very high quality watch. So they have made the watch to that standard, and I think it really does work. I'm going to throw it on my wrist just so you guys can see. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. Today I am wearing my Waltham. I've been wearing this a lot. This is the Waltham Bathyscaphe. It is made by Blancpain. It is essentially a Blancpain 50 Fathoms or a Blancpain Bathyscaphe, however you want to say it. 2 different watches really, but they've worn the same moniker on different occasions, but this was actually made by Blancpain. It was private label for Waltham, and Waltham put their name on it on the dial, on the case back. Same movement, same case, same bezel, same dial, hands, indices, pretty much an exact one-for-one, except for the name. Just an amazing watch. I've been really enjoying this watch. Pretty incredible. So, like I said, I sized this for my wrist already. and you can see it wears very nicely. I compared this also to my SBDC 061. Just an amazing comparison, actually. So you can get that SBDC 061 for about $1,000 now. These are $349, as I mentioned. They really are. They are very comparable when you're looking at both of them, and they are. The finishing, obviously, on this is going to be slightly less nice as that SBDC 061. But it's very, very close, and there is a significant price difference. They also lume this really well, so I'm going to do a lume shot so you guys can see. Also, the clasp has that little shark on there, so that looks really good as well. The bracelet's very nice. It just fits nicely, and it looks really good. You have AR coating on that sapphire crystal. Of course, you get a sapphire crystal. I think I mentioned that. Let's just do some bezel action, and then we will do a lume shot. Ironically, it is just like a Marinemaster 300, or very similar to my SBDC 061, which is technically well, not technically, it is nicknamed the Baby Marinemaster 200. So these watches are all pretty similar in the specs. This gets an ETA, obviously, rather than a 6R. Than that Marinemaster 200. But one thing that the Seiko does not do that this does, that bezel actually aligns very well with the indice, and that indice aligns well with the chapter ring, so everything aligns here. There are no misalignment issues, so kind of ironic that the Homage can do it, but the originals can't, so you have a lot of problems like that with the originals. In general, I really like this watch. I think it's a really cool Homage. Definitely could add more micro adjust, which I would definitely appreciate. Maybe a little bit nicer of a clasp. The Marinemaster 300 has a better clasp than this. But all in all, maybe sign the back too. I would like that little shark on the back. I think it would look really good. Give me some of the specs just in case I forget them. But other than that, it's a very comfortable watch, a very substantial feeling watch in the hands. It feels very nice. It feels well made. The bezel action is really nice. You know, you have all the specs that you would expect from a micro brand, and of course an homage to a watch that is pretty substantial to begin with, so they've done it well. Anyway, I will quickly shut off the lights, and then we will do a quick lume shot and then wrap up the video. So there you have it. The lume is really excellent on this watch. They've applied tons of lume to those indices and hands. Everything is equally bright. They did not lume the entire bezel, as you can see. They just loomed that pip. Very in keeping with the original Marinemaster 300. Obviously, that does not have a loomed bezel, so they did not put a loomed bezel on this watch. Again, that's something like Islander would have added a loomed bezel. That's what I was trying to say before, is that they've upgraded things. That, you know, this has push pins. Again, that's something that you should think about. But again, this is a pretty good price, and you're getting it at a movement, so there's some give and take here. I think it's a pretty spot on homage of the Marinemaster 300, as I mentioned. So if that's what they're going for, they definitely have done it. Islander, who make very good homages, have not made a homage to this watch yet. Let's see if they do. If they do, it'll probably be a pretty interesting offering. But they have not yet, so I'm not sure if that's on the docket. Anyway, tell me what you think of this watch in the comments below. I really want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It does not cost you anything extra. It doesn't interrupt your Prime benefits. However, I very much appreciate it, and it very much helps the channel, which, like I said, I appreciate. Anyway, you can see the lume is actually holding on very well here. Just a pretty cool watch. I will put a link to their website in the description below. Of course, if you would like to check out their watches a little bit further, they make a bunch of other homages to Seiko and other brands. So definitely check out their website if you are interested in this. Anyway, thank you for logging on, and I will catch you guys in the next video.